This is the story about legend of the Gumiho. For 1,000 years, she existed. A Gumiho, a nine-tailed fox. With each century, her magic grew, giving her power over illusions and the ability to take any form she wished. She was immortal, powerful, and utterly alone. From her mountain home, she watched the generations of mortals live and die, experiencing a warmth and connection she could never know. Her greatest desire was not for power, but for a single, fleeting human lifetime. One evening, a young scholar named Gumiho, returning home from his studies, lost his way in the forest. As darkness fell and fear took hold, a light appeared. It was a woman of otherworldly beauty, holding a lantern. Her name, she said, was Miho. She calmed his fears and guided him to the safety of the main path. Gumiho was instantly captivated. He had never seen such grace or kindness. Gumiho sought her out, and their connection grew into a deep and profound love. He was a gentle soul, a poet who saw beauty in the world, and she was his perfect muse. He never questioned where she came from. He was simply grateful she was. There, they married, and for the first time in 1,000 years, Miho felt a sense of belonging. She was no longer a spirit in solitude, she was a wife. Miho learned that there was another path to becoming human, one that did not require bloodshed. If she could live with a human who truly loved her for 100 days without her identity being discovered, she would become mortal. Their life was idyllic. But for Miho, every sunset marked one day less. Her perfect happiness was balanced on the knife's edge of a terrible secret. Trouble arrived in the form of a wandering monk, a man who had dedicated his life to hunting demons and spirits. He was not evil, but a zealot, a man who saw the world in black and white. As he passed through Gumiho's village, he immediately sensed a powerful supernatural presence. His instincts told him a demon was hiding in their midst, preying on the innocent. The monk confronted Gumiho, warning him his wife was a Gumiho, a soul-stealing demon. Gumiho, deeply in love, threw the monk out, but the monk's words planted a seed of doubt. He told Gumiho, foxes fear dogs above all else. Test her. Next day, when a hunting dog barked ferociously at Miho, she screamed and stumbled back, and for a fraction of a second, Gumiho saw it a flash of pure white fur, the tip of a tail, before it vanished. His heart filled with a terrible dread, Gumiho followed his wife when she went for a walk that night under the full moon. He hid behind a great oak and watched as she transformed. The illusion fell away, and he saw her for what she was, a magnificent, powerful spirit, her 9 tails dancing like white flames in the moonlight. The monk was right. His beloved wife was a monster. Gumiho fled back to his home, his mind reeling. Every tender moment, every loving glance was now tainted by this horrifying truth. His love battled with his fear. The monk found him in his despair and pressed a silver dagger into his hand. She has bewitched you to steal your life force, he warned. You must kill her before she consumes your liver on the 100th day. It is the only way. But Miho knew her husband's heart. She returned to find him pale and distraught. She knew he had seen her. To calm his mortal fear, she shared with him her most precious treasure, her Yewu Guzel, the fox bead that contained her life force, and 1,000 years of wisdom. In a magical kiss, she passed it to him. He felt her loneliness, her longing, her profound love for him. He understood. His fear was washed away by the truth of her heart. But the monk would not be deterred. Convinced Gumiho was hopelessly enchanted, he rallied the villagers, telling them a demon lived among them. On the 99th night, just one day before Miho would have become human, they marched on the couples, home their torches cutting through the darkness, their hearts filled with fear and hatred. As the mob surrounded their home, Jinwoo stepped outside. The monk demanded he stand aside. Instead, Ginwoo took out the silver dagger and cast it away. "She is my wife," he declared, his voice shaking but firm. "I will not let you harm her." In that moment, the timid scholar, driven by love, showed a courage greater than any warrior's. He had made his choice. The monk, seeing this as the final proof of her dark magic, lunged to strike Jinwoo down. But Miho was faster. She took the blow, a strike empowered by holy magic that was fatal to her spirit form. As she lay dying in her husband's arms, she gave him her final gift. With a last kiss, she placed her fox bead inside him, saving him from a fatal illness the monk's strike had inflicted. Her body then faded into 1,000 points of light, her 1,000-year existence at an end. Jinwoo was left with nothing but his love and his grief. The villagers, seeing the spirit's sacrifice, backed away in shame. He lived out the rest of his days, his life extended by her magic. He became a renowned poet, but all his work was tinged with a profound sadness, telling stories of a love lost between worlds. He had been loved by a spirit, and in her final act, she had made him more than just human. The Gumiho story is one of Korea's most enduring legends. It changes with the times. Sometimes she is a terrifying monster, other times a tragic heroine, but the core of the tale remains the same. It is a story that explores our deepest questions. What is the nature of love? What is the price of fear? And what does it truly mean to be human? It is a reminder that sometimes the greatest humanity can be found in the heart of a monster.